Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Premier League podcast, a Yard Man edition, where we discuss all things in regards to the Premier League, and it is the summer transfer window. So we'll be discussing all the latest news surrounding the top clubs in the Premier League. Viktor Gyokeres, who Manchester United have been heavily linked with over the past few days, but Viktor Gyokeres' agents met with Arsenal, according to reports. And on the Gyokeres situation as well, the Sporting Lisbon president has been talking hella spicy, very, very spicy, talking about threats, blackmail, and insults. Don't work on me, about Gyokeres leaving and the price that he's going to leave at. So we'll be discussing that. On the Chelsea side of things, you got Maignan. We found out that he will not be leaving AC Milan. Well, currently, obviously, things can change very, very quickly in the transfer window. But as of right now, he will not be joining Chelsea. He will be staying at AC Milan. City been doing business as well with the 8 Nori deals, the Reinder deals, and Cherky deal as well. And then you've got Liverpool, who have broke the Premier League record fee for Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen as well. And on top of that, Thomas Frank, he has been appointed the Tottenham Hotspur manager. So it'll be interesting to see who he tries to take from Brentford and the business that Spurs try and do. But before I bring the man on, make sure you run up the likes first and foremost. Make sure you do that. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. When you enter the city of Sarcasm, pay the tax. Hit the like button. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. You can see it on the screen at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit that notification bell as well. So like, share across all the socials, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel as well. Links underneath in the description. Big up to Sham. Big up Sai in the cut as well. Zipex. Daz Gaming says, Wagwan Flawless, Lex Kaneki Javon. Hey, JT says, Blood Clot, the best show on Sarcasm City TV is live. Big up, appreciate it every single time. Big up Kingsman as well. So let me bring the man them on anyway. Javon is in the building. Kaneki's in the building. What you man telling me, man? You man good?
Harry.
You love that. Good, yeah, man. Blessings to both you, man. And I'm sure Lex will be here shortly as well, people. Don't worry about that also. But shout out to Lex, and he was on the Q&A yesterday as well with Viktor, which is very, very eventful.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was, without doubt. And to Tanir says, I love how wild this transfer window was shaping out, super entertaining. Unlike last year, it started off on fire. That's one thing I will say. The news, not only the rumors, the deals that have been done as well. So yeah, definitely 110%.
Nice food, you want to be a fucker. Go on.
All right. We'll start with you, Javon.
Brother, I'll be a fucker. Go on. I make it know. Then my side, Chelsea Football Club.
Talk about it, man.
Brother, I have to call one police officer, call the FBI, them, because them people are obsessed with little picnic. Them are moving like pedos, bro. Jesus every single player we've been seriously linked to is, I'm not going to discredit their talent because I don't know what their talent could end up to be. But let's say they're of a young age, and this is not what that the team needs right now. We need to add some people with footballing experience. Yeah. I repeat, football inexperience. I'm not asking them for
football experience that don't come from FIFA.
Exactly. You understand? Football experience. You could have been 20, 23, but you play how much minutes worth of game already. You understand? You understand how to operate yourself as a professional footballer. You understand? And you have some level where you're going to be a needle mover when you enter the team. Instead, Messi links to Gittens. We actually put in 2 bids for Gittens. So
yeah, I forgot about Gittens. Yeah,
Gittens I got on Kittens because he might come flop. But tell myself something not gonna them people are talented now, I'm not gonna stop it. But for real, bro, it's very underwhelming. Our Chelsea's links are very underwhelming. We were supposed to link to Maignan. We saw how that deal fell through. I think we'll go back for him. This is the Chelsea segment because we have a lot to dissect.
Yeah. We'll get to Since because you kissed your teeth during the intro, I was like, all right, we might as well start there and you get it off your chest. So, floor is yours, man. You can start with the Chelsea section.
So, with that being said, we are not going to go for Maignan, and we because technically with the Club World Cup, for the clubs participating in the Club World Cup, there's a cutoff point to sign players to bring to the Club World Cup, which was yesterday, which is Tuesday. If you were supposed to bring in someone late, there would be a penalty fee, but you only think I get that 24-hour extension, which would be today, with that penalty fee. So that's why Chelsea was trying very hard to get Gittens, and thankfully they didn't. And unthankfully they didn't. They got they didn't get Maignan over the line. So we entered the Club World Cup with Robert Sanchez in goal, and we left one of the best goalkeeper in the European season.
So you're going to the competition with no goalkeeper then?
Yes, we're going in. We have Jorgensen, so yeah, we're not a goalkeeper. So that's one thing. We don't have a natural left winger because we're sending Sancho back. Chelsea also decided to not bring any players that we had on loan to the Club World Cup, apart from Andre Santos. So, yeah, man, fuck, we're gone. A lot of it gone.
What? Yeah, go on, carry on.
There's been a lot of briefs. They need to fold them up and put them in a drawer, cause foolishness. No, bro. Like every bro,
Why?
No, bro. Every step of the way. Why are we getting news that there's been Zoom calls, bro? I don't need to know there's Zoom calls. Just get the deal over the line. It's been a tremendous waste of time and effort.
Yeah.
We brought in the only signings we made are the ones that came from Strasbourg. Strasbourg are the ones that we signed before the window. The only good news is we finally get to see Liam Delap because he's going to the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
It is very underwhelming and disappointing from a Chelsea perspective because I think everybody in the Chelsea fan base wants to win the Club World Cup and then kick on for the rest of the season to see if we can see if we can turn. This has been a complete sham. I feel scammed. I feel like the man them not learn them lesson. And let me tell you why. And I know the window's just open, and I know we have up until the end of August to go. I just thought that finally making Champions League football in the manner you made it, finish the season.
Sacked it. I blamed you for the fruit, my drink.
I genuinely thought that making Champions League football and finish the season or finish would, give them the to say, what, let's actually kick on and do things a bit different this transfer window. Let's actually bring in some quality. Let's actually try and make an assault on the Club World Cup because it could be. Remember, we get that batch for 4 years, and not only that, it's the best way to start our next season. Next season knowing, hey, we just beat Real Madrid. Sure, it's a glorified preseason, but the money, the financial aspect of it, the money we get from it, plus just the bragging rights. Imagine yourself, you're going to Champions League football. We know it'll be 80% banter, but there's still something to say, we just beat them people, We just beat Real Madrid, Milan, and all them clubs that know we're starting our season. It's a good boost of confidence. So, we'll be technically, it's the same squad from last season with the inclusion of Delap.
So it's only the last only edition first.
Yeah. So I'm expecting the same defensive issues from Robert Sanchez. I'm maybe Delap fixes the goal threat because again, I genuinely believe with that out and out 9 up front, the wingers like Pedro Neto, maybe Madueke could potentially get better with some of their forward play, some of the chances they created. Yeah, it's been a sham. It's been a letdown. Yeah, man, it's been a letdown. I feel scammed, bro. No, can I think about it? At one point, we were linked. We had links to Gyokeres and Maignan. After we got the lap, you don't feel like I'm gonna feel scammed. I know
Yeah, I
what
get
I'm
you.
going
Yeah.
with. But I get nothing, brother. I feel, bro, fucker, go on. That's why I said, fucker, go on. Fucker, go on. You understand? So, from a Chelsea perspective, we'll be able to sign. We're trying to sell people. We're trying to get rid of Chilwell. We're trying to get rid of Chilwell and a lot Sterling and them Monday. I think Petrovic is up for sale. I'm not sure. They didn't bring him to the Club World Cup. It's a whole lot going on. We're not really linked to Garnacho, but those links are still floating around. I heard he was kind of linked to Arsenal.
Don't worry about him, man. World class signing, yeah. World class signing. World class. You see what? You see, you don't have a natural left winger. We're giving you a natural. I don't know what is natural, but you're getting something natural.
It's the fact when you said it, Javon didn't even say anything. Man, just the thought of it.
Bro,
it.
But can you imagine me roast United the whole season only if we sign a player from them?
Imagine one thing about it. So you're gonna move from a dopey bat from in a Mudrik. I know you're gonna sign a world class Garnacho.
Father God, please. You see me struggles in our life. We can't take no of that.
No, Father God, watch you give him mount. Father God, watching to give him mount, bro. Father God, watching to give him mount, bro. You have to pay for your sins. Take that transgender brother and on the squad. Him can transform on the wing, bro.
Let's get put up the banner. Put up the banner.
Yeah, that's what I do. Just you not see the banner already,
brother. I don't know what that brother is trying to identify himself as, but he's not a footballer, bro. You can have him on the wing. Him can identify as a left winger, bro. Trust me. You can buy him and then him can identify as a left winger. Him can identify as whoever you want him. Yo, put him in a goal, bro.
No, but for real. Our targets have been. Can you, and after I say that, can you bring up LFC size comment? The signings have been very underwhelming. Because even Gittens, everybody, you guys would know for the chat. I watch football everywhere, Bundesliga, Serie A. He's not ready. He's just not ready. We need somebody who's ready, and that's going to be an
Thank you.
All banter aside, I'm not going to bash his talent. It's not at the stage where where it was Sancho at one point or Erling Haaland at one point where you say, okay, he's ready.
He's ready.
He's everybody just the pace and the money. Everybody just the pace. Yes, man, he's ready. He's not ready.
He can get there. I'm not gonna discredit his talent, but he's not. He's just not ready.
Not ready, and Chelsea's not the team for you trying to learn your trade to be at right now.
Correct.
Not for the step what Chelsea is trying to go to. Him cannot go there and try learn him trade. Really?
No,
that's fair.
Even polished individuals go to Chelsea right now and struggle to a certain extent.
Go on.
No. It's your show. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Javon, do you think the owners never make statement signings like Roman? And what do you think of the striker situation if you don't sign another main striker?
All right. So it's a two-part question. The biggest signing they've made was the two obvious ones, which is Caicedo and Enzo. And those were really statement signings because everybody knew we needed to rebuild the midfield. So I'm going to take it as the statement signings you're asking for are those Gyokeres that will potentially propel the team to the next level. They don't. And one of the reasons why they don't do that, it's because these statement signings, they know there are statement signings. They're going to want statement signings money. And our wage structure is pretty balanced right now. However, I will say you can find certain signings like Gyokeres, for example. You pay the 60 mil or 70 mil or 80 mil or whatever that brother down the want, Fiat Valverde. And you bump him from 40K a week, but do what Flawless said on the Back Again podcast. Negotiate. That's how you get them to that. If you think you're as good as you think you are, and you see where the team is at, you know that you're a missing piece. If you are indeed a missing piece, you should be picking up these bonuses, and I'm gonna be the mad one. I'm gonna be the stupid one because I offered you potentially a 400K package in total because it includes all those bonuses. Make me regret wanting to make this offer, That's how you get around and stay within your wage structure. Because if there's no UCL football, you don't become the top goal scorer. You know, with all those bonuses peeled back, you're within the budget. And that doesn't go against PSR. That doesn't go against finances. You understand? So the lack of them not doing that is really telling from my perspective. And another thing as well, to answer the second part of your question, the lap is a question mark for me because you scored 10 goals in a relegated side. I've seen the connection you've had with Palmer in the past. I cannot tell you if he's the out and out striker. Logic would dictate no, and he should be a number 2 for now. So to answer your question, I would definitely, I want a striker that's ready, that Europe knows is ready.
Yeah. On the finished article. No, that makes sense.
I love a player like the Cole Palmer that surprises everybody and you get for a cheap. No, I think where the stage the team is at right now, Osimhen walks through the door, Gyokeres walks through the door, you automatically know that Chelsea is serious. You automatically know, hey, they have a good midfield, they can score goals, the wingers can create. I genuinely think Robert Sanchez is going to leave by the end of the transfer window, so we're probably going to have a good goalkeeper. But a signing like that would say to us, hey, they have 2 good strikers, they can bun Jackson. We need to take this team seriously because that's what I think the next level for the team is. It has nothing to do with competing for the Premier League title or the Champions League title, but to start to put that fear factor into other teams to kind of like demand respect even before we step on the field. Where they have to address and atone for attacking players. That alone is going to put you in a different conversation, and that alone is going to put the team at a different level, and that alone will build the players to then compete for those titles that I just mentioned. So that's my thought on that.
No, that's very, very fair. And but before we continue, you lot continue to run up the likes. There's over 50 of you lot in the building. Let's get up to 50 likes. Hit that like button, mods, regulars. Get everyone hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Javon's channel, the Final Whistle podcast, and subscribe right here, Sarcasm City TV. And back to Maignan as well. This was it. So Maignan deal now off between Chelsea and AC Milan. Chelsea not willing to meet Milan price. Deal not proceeding in time for Club World Cup as Chelsea won't play the Club World Cup tax. Chelsea maintain full trust in Petrovic, Sanchez, Jorgensen, plus talent Mike Penders for goalkeeping role. It didn't seem that much. So would you have preferred Chelsea to have paid the money? I believe it was talking like 25 million. That was it. So would you have preferred Chelsea to pay the money? Or are you like, all right, stick to the guns and game later?
All right, so here's the thing. Petrovic is not going to the Club World Cup. Let's just make that clear. That came out today. Not going to the Club World Cup.
No.
Get this. He was better at the last, but get this man out of goal, move him on. No. He is free next year. And Maignan is a world-class goalkeeper. He's been a solid goalkeeper over the years. A big upgrade on Sanchez. You're telling me, even if you didn't want to pay the 25 million, you're telling me you couldn't get him for 20? 18?
Yeah.
You're squabbling for a world-class goalkeeper for 25 mil. Yet still you pay 25 to 30 for Sanchez, who is a scrub. 35 for Jorgensen, who is a less of a scrub.
Didn't you man like break the transfer record on Kepa? Didn't you like break the transfer record for Kepa?
Yeah,
but you don't want to pay 25 million.
That was the last regime.
No. I know the last regime, but I'm just trying to put this into context. You're getting somebody that makes your defense a lot better by shoring up an aspect that your defense is not sure on. When you have a goalkeeper that your defense trusts, your defense gets better. Mm-hmm. You don't want to pay 25. Negotiate it down because you could easily have gotten Maignan for at least 90 million.
Yeah,
you could have at least got him for 19.
And that's what pisses me off, bro. You're telling me you can value it. Chelsea can value this keeper at whatever, but that's not what the market dictates. The market Milan put up them price, and your evaluation is this. You meet in the middle. That's how negotiation works, right? And the market does not put Maignan at $8 million, bro. $8 million, brother.
I agree.
So you can negotiate for 18 max plus add-ons, and then you're gone. He's free at the end of next year. And then remember, AC Milan has no negotiation point. We're in Champions League.
Yeah.
Right? The keeper wants to play Champions League. There was an agreement we met with the club and the keeper already. AC Milan has nothing to hold on for other than pride and dignity. You understand? And can you blame him? You're going to lose a world-class goalkeeper for $8 million. That's just disrespectful. You could have negotiated for at least 18, 19, 20 and you move. But hey, I am not one of those numpties upstairs.
Yeah, I don't get it. Because 25 million, if you think he is the goalkeeper, he's on the level of goalkeeper you think he is, that's a steal. That's what don't make no sense. If they wanted big money from him, if we were talking like 70, 80, 90 million, I'd understand more. But 25 million for Maignan.
Brother,
like a steal.
Look at it this way. The same 25 they want to go pay for Sancho. You spend 5 cent Max Sancho and spend 20 for Maignan. And the money gone. Isn't it? So let's see, and you want to run and spend $50 on kittens. Brother, because that's a fuck go and think a joke when I make the bomba. No better glad Sancho so rum there I drink I try ease my stress. Cause them people are stress me up, bro. People are stress me up, bro.
I understand. It don't make no sense. You're willing to drop big money on Gittens, but Maignan got 25 million is where you, because people are saying in the chat was
you want to drop $50 million on a kitten, but filet mignon, you don't want to buy, you don't want to spend the money.
Exactly.
High class.
A position on the pitch that you desperately need. That position on the pitch you desperately need. You don't want to spend it, but
50 million on a kitten, but flaming young, you know.
No.
Bro, the man them want to spend $50 million on Burger King, but no want to spend the money for fine dining. Steak 48, root and crisp. Hey man, I know I know them thing there. All right, cool. That's hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan. With sense.
Nah, you right. Sorry, go on, Kaneki. That one hit me. Go
on. No, because the whole something is I'm finding this whole transfer saga for Chelsea, like, this is just hilarious, because I'm like, you need a goalkeeper. You don't have a goalkeeper. In the last 2 years, it would have been that these men have spent $220-something million on goalkeepers. Chelsea has spent over 180 million on goalkeepers.
It's crazy.
All right? Crazy. And you now are getting a proven, let's just use that term, a proven goalkeeper that's won leagues, that's won titles, that is certified even in Europe and on international duty as well as a competent goalkeeper. Maignan is not world class. Let's be real. He's not world class, but he's elite.
Man,
something you don't have.
So to we are world class. That's what I mean. That mean.
Okay.
We are world class.
No, that's fair. So, and instead of spending the money on that, you want to get a player that's not proven. The only thing he has going for him is 99 pace on FIFA, on his team of the season card. That is it.
I want when they kick away foot them.
Exactly. Can Gittens dribble? Is he an elite dribbler? Let's put it like this. You're literally getting somebody that's worse than Sancho. That's literally what Gittens. That's literally what Gittens is. Gittens is worse than Sancho. You're signing someone who's technically below Mudryk. You're literally signing someone below Mudryk on ability. Yago waste 50 million pounds, somebody worse than Mudryk.
This is hilarious. That God of Mary says the most annoying thing about the whole thing is the briefings. They genuinely were awesome. For those
hold them up and put them back in the jar, brother. It's annoying, bro. Like, why are you telling us there's Zoom calls? What?
Man, listen, man, them a walk up and down with peer briefing like them a Calvin Klein, bro. Like, stop, man.
Bro, stop it, bro. Bro, and it's not like they're giving us every step of the way to then close the deal. What you do? They're not close, nothing, brother.
Nothing. We're Chelsea are going with them briefing. You might as well just show it on it's sponsored by Fruit of the Loom, bro. Like, honestly.
You see me? So Heinz, might as well be sponsored by Heinz. Put
Heinz as well, bro.
You see me? Remove the mark and put Heinz. Because the hell. Looking at the stats, Maignan has had 4 errors leading to goal in the past 5 years. Robert Sanchez had 5 this season, bro.
Yeah.
That's why for what you need.
Yeah. Like, surely you go back in for him because he seems a steal at that price. That's why
the player already agreed and said he only wants to go to Chelsea. He doesn't want to renew.
Yeah.
He's not going to sign a renewal. So it'll get done. But it would be good to have him for the Club World Cup.
Because remember, we were talking about him and Theo last season as well when we heard they had a falling out with the board.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, okay, look.
And that's pretty much it.
I'm trying to understand what you guys are doing. But
Brother,
the fact that you're willing,
the
fact that you're willing to spend 50 million on the English version of Garnacho and not on a goalkeeper was sure up your team a bit now. A goalkeeper will probably guarantee you concede 10 less goals this season.
And give you some more points. And you kind of can't let that position alone for you. For another 3 years, you know. You give that younger man them time to develop. You see me?
Listen, I can't. I'm not going to even try and waste my time on this. All right.
Yeah, man, you're going to move on.
I'm not going to even try.
Summed up, fuck, we go on.
Yeah, it's not actually. Before we do move on from Chelsea, though, what is actually going on with Gittens?
No, so both bids got rejected, and I'm happy about that.
Okay, yeah,
that man wants 70 mil, 70, 80 mil fee. What?
It was 80. I heard 80.
Yeah, 70 to 80.
Yeah, the lowest bid they're accepting for him is 75. That's the lowest they will accept for him.
A report saying you lot are gonna go back in for him, or does it seem that it's done?
Those are the
brother.
Those are the
brother. Sancho, yo, brother. Garnacho is right there. $65 million, yeah.
You know, say worst part about the Garnacho have better stats than him.
Exactly. Brother, Garnacho is right there. It literally would be like you wouldn't even miss Mudryk with Garnacho there.
Arsenal, think they want to believe one legacy. This man had 32 matches, 8 goals and 3 assists, 4 yellow cards. He man have more yellow card than assists. He man have more yellow card than assists.
No worry about it, man. Trust me, bro. It's just there, bro. It's just ready. Yeah, man.
Yo.
You good?
Yeah, brother. Man, up have to work on my car, bro.
All good, man. Did you manage to you sort it out? You get it sorted?
Yeah, dog. It look like it's sorted, right? You know, you see it. I just did a bleed the clutch, but yeah, one bag of story. What we are talking about, you know?
Yeah, we're literally just talking about
Chelsea wants to sign Garnacho, dog.
We're not talking about a fuck regarding Chelsea. That's what we're talking. What the fuck regarding Chelsea?
Javon been crashing out about Chelsea. That's all it is. Chelsea and their briefings and
them now in the transfer market that's easy.
So hold on. Well, as far as me is concerned, nobody now win it that season. It's already done. We already decided, didn't it?
Thank you, Lex. Let's go. Let's move on to Liverpool, please. Can we?
No, we're not. No, we're not gonna do that. 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 Yo, listen.
Go on.
Oh, so it legit. Some fabric said, "What one?"
So what we were talking about? We were talking about Maignan not joining Chelsea, and how Chelsea didn't want to pay the money for some strange reason, and then the bids they was putting in for Gittens as well, and then Javon was just talking about how they're not moving serious in the window like so far, because it's like they got the lap. They was linked to Gyokeres. They was linked to Maignan. None of those two deals happened, and it's kind of like they falling flat type of thing. And now they link to Gittens, and and these type of players.
Man, them call him non-binary kittens, dog. Yo. The man them call man non-binary kittens, bro. I don't even know why. There's not even a reason for such. There's not even a reason for such aggression, brother.
Lex, I'm there crash out. I look on him stats, bro. The man have 8 goals, 3 assists, and 4 yellow cards.
Yeah, man. The same Garnacho thing, man. The Garnacho mold, brother.
What's Kineki's?
Exactly, bro. You tell you.
Oh boy.
Mad thing. It's big up to
The
that one in the
formula
chat.
that, the formula that, I knew formula that, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
it's real.
Shout out casually for the read.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Big up Kaneki. Shout out casually for the raid, man. Big up Marshall. Big up everyone joining over from the raid, man. Shout out to Marshall every single
Big up
time. Run up the
Marshall.
likes, hit the
Foolishness
subscribe
squad.
button. Make sure you lot are subscribed to Casually FC. If you're not, links underneath in the description on the featured channel page as well. You see it right there, man. Shout out to Casually FC, the whole gang over there as well. Big up Viktor. I've been a member of the channel for 32 months. Big up Viktor. Chelsea. Big up to every single time to you. Shout out to Abdi in the chat, King in the chat, JT, I see you shining. Who else is in there?
Me
As
say
well?
any of them bumbo will make
big
a
up.
man go Arsenal listen, man. I swear to God me about no something. I stop someone.
Make Ugo Arsenal. Make Ugo Arsenal.
Who?
Who?
Holland.
Gyokeres.
All right, so yeah, we'll go there as well because
Go away, Ryan. Big up yourself.
Big up, Ryan. Reports came out saying that Gyokeres' agent met with Arsenal. And speaking of Gyokeres, the Sporting Lisbon, the president.
The president.
Yeah, the president been talking
real reckless, bro.
All right, so let me say this. So this was from Fabrizio Romano. So he said there was a pact with Gyokeres' agents and Sporting since last summer to accept a transfer fee of 65 million euro plus add-ons in the summer. However, they now want more, not 100 million euros, but more than the 65 million euros.
Yeah, no, give them 68.
The situation is now tense. That's from Fabrizio. Then the president of Sporting says threats, blackmails, and insults don't work on me. I can confirm that Gyokeres will not leave for 60 million euros plus 10 million add-ons. I never promised them that. The game is agent is playing is only making things worse. Damn. So that's reports of what he said. Go to you on that, Javon. Thoughts?
Listen, if all right, see, this is why you need to get everything in a contract with whatever you do. When man I go out like them are your friend, when times are good, when you're picking up league titles, when you're picking up trophies, it's all good and well. This is the umpteenth time that I've seen a sporting director, a owner, or whatever go back on them word, a manager go back on them word when they make with a player. I don't doubt that they had some form of agreement that the player may be able to leave when a good bid comes in, like a 60 million bid. But then, now when them see how the market are going, unless it's in their contract, hey, a verbal contract can only take you so far. You know? It's the same thing that the chat got right. It's the same thing happened to Kane and then you're leaving. So, Gyokeres, I don't know if to say his name properly. Gyokeres.
No, you got it right. Gyokeres.
Gyokeres.
Just ignore the G, dog.
Okay. Gyokeres has only him and him can't blame. Things like that, when it comes down to wages and transfer fees, you're not take them the thing they lightly, brother. Get it in your contract. And I'm gonna be honest, this might sound harsh, but hats off to the owner. Me have an asset that me could have potentially get. Instead of me I get 60, me can get all 80. Bad up some people and get 95. Why me not gonna do it? We're not gonna be able to replace your goal them like that. No care oh shit you think the league maybe. The man score only a goal in the league. That our asset, bro. You see me? So what you want me to do?
Yeah, but at the rate you man go still. On not gonna spend that money then.
No, we're not gonna no, but me look on it from the sporting side of things, not from the Chelsea side of things.
So you are Gyokeres?
Yeah, we were linked to him. Moonman, bro.
No. You may ask.
Of course, anybody better than Jackson right now, of course.
Yeah, but you have the lot.
But me that sell Jackson. You wanna know why? Cool. Jackson is supposed to be a backup. What if Dilapa? What if your main striker have a bad day? You go count on Jackson for scoring it. Think about it. Your substitute is supposed to come in and carry the deficiencies and your main striker them for the time when you have a bad beer. You go substitute deficiencies for deficiencies. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. So when people are telling me say that substitute, hell no. No. So Jackson leaves or moves on to the left-hand side, and then the left-hand side still not make no sense because we never seen Cracker shot from outside the box where I whip it. So that's a non-starter for me. So Jackson leaves my opinion and I bring another striker.
No, that's fair. That's fair. What are you saying about it in regards to this whole way? Because, like I say, the president talking hella spicy. You know what I'm saying? Talking about threats and blackmail don't work on me. The game the agents trying to play is making it worse. Damn.
Yo, someone just shot too much in a big man thing. Like, brother, like, you don't need to come out and say nothing, bro. Just do what you need to do, you see it. But the fact same come out and I say that is like, all right, I guess we want to make the public aware say something fishy are going, innit? But as well as him a try for paint them as the bad guy when the only reason them would then blackmail him in the first place is because him come out and say, yo, them did agree to something and him a go back on him word. You see me?
Yeah.
So him a try for spin the narrative and make the agent look like a dickhead when him a move like a dickhead. No. In this scenario, who wrong, who right? As Javan said, the man them wrong for not have stuff in them contract, yeah?
Agreed.
As well as maybe when them did that sign the contract, when Gyokeres did that sign the contract, them never expect Gyokeres to be this good, innit?
Yeah, would have talked
probably
about
Gyokeres. Yeah. So
yeah, but remember, saying on like a 1 or 2 year in the end, him did a couple years, they wouldn't see development, and within them year, them.
But oh, you feel like him did drop a new one, and that I just that me I wonder.
Yeah, that me I said to within them year, you must drop some farmer or go to him with some farmer contract renewal. I mean, you must sign some farmer renewal.
Not necessarily. I'm a long time in there.
Me, all I'm
2 years.
2 years.
2 years in there. So if it's a 4-year deal, that's not case. So the thing about it is and you know, we need to address this. People act as if them say, the difference between, and I think a flawless me say this shit, you know. But parents show. But the difference between Gyokeres is that Gyokeres do it two seasons in the Portuguese league and Nunes only do it one. Brother, if Gyokeres are gonna flop like Nunes, him are gonna flop like Nunes. Because if Nunes did do it next year in the Portuguese league, he would have mad it up same way. You get me?
I hear you. But what I also added as well into that is Gyokeres being here as well. Because he's been here before.
In the championship.
Yeah, he's been in the country before. Yeah, that's where it is.
What? Yeah, so I'm kind of used to the press.
Yeah, that's the key difference I think between the two.
But yeah, what I
say? And also, I think with Nunes as well. I think if Nunes was there a second season and then joins the he might not be successful, but I don't think he does as bad. I think he has 1 more year of development. I think that's key as well. Like we're talking about.
No. All right, watch it. In terms of maturity, maybe.
Yeah.
Because watch it. All right. So for instance, when you watch a highlight reel on Nunes, you'd never believe say him as shit as him, isn't it?
No.
Because this brother score bangers. You get what man says some worldlies. It's just that when you actually watch him overall game, you realize it. Even though him score really good goals, he miss so much that it almost don't matter. You get me? But I see people are put him in a conversations with Rasmus. Hey brother, hey, stop this. Man, stop this. Rasmus in no, Darwin. Rasmus in a category. Rasmus in a category for himself.
Yeah, facts. Nunes is miles clear.
Yeah, miles clear. Him just no. It's just all right. If you see like how we rate Endo, because we pay 12 million for Endo.
Yeah, of course.
The Liverpool fans love him. So if we did spend 12 million for Nunes, then fine. It's just that we spend damn near 100 for him. So that's what the issues get. You get me? That's what the issues are, right? But for all of the people who love chat shit about Nunes, him have a prem. What your striker have? Arsenal, where your striker have? Sorry, Japan. But Chelsea, where your striker have? We don't need to talk about what United striker have. We really don't need to talk about that. You understand? So at the end of the day, and then guess what? Even though the man them like to slander Nunes scored last minute clutch goals in the season to win the league. So man can just give him some credit, innit?
Yeah,
And I like him was just and guess what? He would have scored more slot than actually a play him. Slot just never that play.
Yeah, I think the problem with Nunes is that is one, the price tag, and two, his overall game. Because I was just looking there, because even the first season he had in Portugal, he wasn't prolific. So who knows what he would have done the second season round and how much that could have improved his development. Maybe on the maturity side of things if he had.
Yeah. Oh, the season before him did have the good season.
Yeah. He didn't have a good season, the season before that. He was there. He was there. Like Gyokeres has been over there 2 years. He was at Benfica 2 years. Second season, bang, 26 and 28, 34 and 41 overall across all clubs. But the season before that, 6 and 29, 14 and 44, which isn't bad. But if he would have replicated that season the second time around, you lot don't spend the money on it. But yeah, he's a nuisance. So like, because when you're a nuisance and you're a willing runner and you got pace and power, which Nunes is, he's gonna get goals.
Yeah, and him have this thing where him kind of give hope, say me do something good, and then after him give the hope, it's like him go on next 15 games and it's just blank, innit? But watch ya. The same could be said. The same could possibly be said with him in other sense where maybe if we did give him a next, like give him a next run, him probably would have been better, innit?
Yeah, potentially. He's one of them. But it's just that you're not going to get that because of the club you're at and the price you're at. Because I think everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes elsewhere and he succeeds. I think you put him in any other league in Europe.
Like for instance, right now, if works land and him not do a madness, it gonna be probably like everybody just like a get on him case.
Yes.
The only reason I don't really worry about, as a matter of fact, Kineki, what you think about works in terms of our acquisition, in terms of the role we possibly are going to play on the slot, and how him are going to improve the team?
And yo, chat, are you not having problem with Lex's audio? Let us know.
Yeah, it's echoing a bit because he's on the move.
Let me know in the chat, people. Let me know in the chat.
It's a door. It's a one.
I can hear you okay. Yeah, I'm saying it's just to the chat. I can hear you okay. It's a little background.
Yeah, noise, you can hear the little background noises basically, but listen, don't listen to anybody that's going to be laughing at this whole Wirtz thing. Wirtz is the ideal piece for Schlutz football.
That's what me said. I agree with that.
Yep. Wirtz is the ideal piece for Schlutz football, especially now with him there. I know that freaking SpongeBob is not going to be playing that much in that midfield. But what I want to actually,
yo, who's SpongeBob?
Chubajlai.
Oh, this guy,
That's about slime attack, man.
Yeah, me not pay attention to SpongeBob right now, but with Wirtz right now, the thing with it now is this. They need another midfielder now that will help keep Wirtz far forward now. All right, that's what they need now. So they have Gravenberch that does his job. You need a partner now for Gravenberch to keep that midfield duo. It would be like how you see with Palmer at Chelsea. With when you have Lavia and Caicedo in that midfield, Palmer can run around and do anything he wants and know that those two in that midfield has everything on lock. What they need to do now for Liverpool, they're not going to have a lot of defensive responsibility on Wirtz. So for anybody that you're going to, number one thing you're going to see for Wirtz this season, he's lazy. He doesn't like tracking back. He doesn't do anything defensively. They're going to try and compare him to Bruno and all these things. He doesn't want to track back and do all those things. Lex, you're mute if in case you're gonna say something. So they're going to say this. Wirtz's main strength is this, okay? Wirtz needs to be played far forward. He needs to be played up there first. He needs to be the guy that gets the ball for every counter. His first touch is good. His ability to play on the half turn is good. And you'll have players to run off of him. Wirtz's hold-up play is very good. And especially with how Schlutz going to be wanting to play this season, to how LFC Sai has been telling me now that he's going to, it's a different way of playing now. So it's not going to be the what I know of Schlutz when he was in the Eredivisie. This is going to be a lot more different in a sense with Liverpool, a possession-based system. So with this now, Wirtz is going to be one of the players in that team now with a free role. He's going to be the one that's going to drift. So when you see them go into that back three when Liverpool are on the attack, Wirtz more than likely is going to be playing almost close to in a center forward role, basically. That is what we're going to see of him now. Him and how he performs in the Premier League now is going to be completely dependent now on those around him. This is not just going to be, I'm not going to just be loading everything and say, well, if the players around him aren't good, Wirtz is it going to be good? No. I mean, how well will he gel with these players now? There's going to be a bedding period with him now. So I need to see how will he link up now with Gakpo, how he will play with Salah. But one thing I need Liverpool to get this season, you need another DM. You need a DM. Somebody now that's going to take a few of the creative responsibilities away from Wirtz. So instead of you forcing him to drop into your own half to collect the ball now, you have somebody in that midfield beside of Gravenberch now that can help play from deep. So nobody can just zone in and just completely mark him.
You did tell me say Wirtz was kind of a 8.
Yes. He is.
So what more box to box 8?
It is. The best kind of 8 I can tell you he is close to Modric in a sense.
Yeah, but Modric can deep line play me.
Modric can, but for Wirtz, his positional discipline whenever you guys are going to be on counters is going to be an issue. You're going to see it. I'm not lying.
You know, they can make you watch football, though. They really watch ball.
I'm not going to lie.
No, allow me see that sister, but I say no more. I'm not.
I'm not going to lie to you.
What you mean? Yeah, hold them up. We there, we know, dog.
Yeah, so
you're new to the game. The man at their work, watch football, everything. Watch every league.
Yeah.
The same some mistake, but no, the issues in my talk about me see long time, but me never said up. I'm not a Leverkusen fan.
A DM for Liverpool that would work. I don't LFC side, you can tell me what your thoughts on this guy is Ravella from Lazio. If not Ravella from Lazio, I'd go for Ricci from Torino. Italian.
You know, say Xavier Schlager.
You talk DM?
Yeah, I'm talking DM. If not him, even Thomas Handel from Vitória de Guimarães from the Portuguese league as well.
Xavier Schlager from Leipzig could work as well.
Yeah, he could work as well.
And a proper coach, put him there. You're not nothing else to worry about.
You're not, first of all, you're not worried about the coach part, and I'm risking this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So to Zyfex, I do rate a couple players from the Eredivisie, but he is an 8. Robel is an 8, but his ability to play from deep, basically, and act as a third centre back is why I'm bringing him up LFC side. Just as somebody that know in that midfield is also a creator. What I'm trying to say, I don't want them. You see this whole swarming thing that you used to see everybody do, 3 players on Wirtz and trying to kick him and injure him. That's what I'm trying to not happen.
Oh yeah, you mean like when Rodri did play against Arsenal?
Yes, when you just watch them, this is the key player.
And still lose the league.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Baliba is a fantastic fit. But I was talking about a player, as Lexia can confirm, in UEFA. They need a destroyer. Liverpool's midfield need a destroyer.
Real quick, one thing about Adam Wharton from Palace.
Not 80 million.
80 mil, I problem.
No, not worth
80
it.
mil are the problem.
Yeah, 80 mil, I problem.
Not worth the
80
price.
mil are the problem. Not worth the price tag.
Nope.
Very good upcoming player, not worth 80 million.
No, sir.
Yeah?
British tax.
So-
And for all right, so watch out. But all right, in terms of since we touched the price tag thing, what do you think about the words price tag?
That's justified.
Hey, justified, yeah.
Talk about
Because-
I think.
No, you don't really have a words. No. The man them did,
and
bro.
listen to this.
A 1 month this shit a go on for it. Liverpool did a try low ball,
Yeah. And let's
like
just
them
try
did
and bring it like
really a
this.
try.
As I said, you heard me tell you this before. 150 million for me, I will argue that he's not. You should have never have paid that much for him. But remember who I talked to you before when it comes on to this. For you to get over that line to start doing league doubles and challenging and trying to three-peat, you're going to have to overpay for a couple players now.
True.
You heard me bring this up before, especially when you guys shine slush. When I'm saying you are going to need a couple players now to fine tune
Isak
what you
next.
need. Isak is actually the striker you need to go for.
I know. But that's the next 150.
That's an. I wouldn't say another 150 because if Newcastle end up not getting Champions League or staying out of Europe for the the season after the upcoming season right now.
One.
What about it?
But all right, what's a kid?
I want him to get another season. I don't want to rush that kid. I don't want to rush anything on that kid. I need one more season from him. What you say, like?
I still think you would have fit Liverpool system.
Me try ask you, what would be an alternative striker
for Liverpool?
Yeah.
Our brother called Jonathan Bukardi. He plays for Mainz 05. Jonathan Bukarti. He's literally what? 15 million.
No, so me can see that move there, but me can't see that move at the same time. He have certain facets in game where he still needs to polish.
He does what he needs to polish most though is his hold up play. He has the strength, he has the height, he's quick, able to use 2 foot as well. He's very, very good. It's just his hold up play, and you suppose you can understand when I tell you when I speak like this. His runs into the box needs more work. He's somebody that will pass a ball and wait a bit.
Yeah, man. You don't know if it time it. You don't know if it time.
Exactly. He doesn't time his runs properly.
Yes.
Schlutt wants a fluid striker. Jonathan Bukarti from Mainz is a fluid striker. LFC. It's just things in his game that would need more fine tuning to it. If it's not him, you could even go for Kali Muendo from Rennes. I think Kali Muendo could go for you guys. If not, Mohamed Alichou from Nice. Mohamed Alichou would actually work somewhat because he can play anywhere in the front three for you guys. So
encyclopedia, dog.
Yeah, so you can actually use him as a player as well.
It's crazy.
When it comes down to this, it does work.
Crazy.
It will work, actually.
Bad players, man mentions it and boom. All of a sudden, 2 months later, 6 months later, they get linked to somebody like
You don't say many for all a reason though.
It's bad.
Many for all a reason in the Kineki.
Man, welcome to the Kineki experience.
Who can't dribble? We're talking about LFC style. Which one you say cannot dribble? Is it Jonathan?
Ask man for a profile of player, man will have 3 or 4.
Listen about last year, me and Kineki when I talk about Luis Openda. The hell happened to him, bro? Man just disappeared.
No, I understand.
No, man, he's still there, but he not disappear.
Isn't he in the Belgium league? Didn't he go back there on loan? Where is he right now? Oh yes, the Mainz striker. Yeah, that's his. Those are one of the weaknesses that I'm talking about. LFC. When I said his discipline to track runs, track attacking runs. Yeah, his the attacking intelligence, basically. He
My
would
attacking
be
IQ is
good.
very low.
Yeah,
That's just
he
what it
would
is.
be good, but as I said before, you guys would have to try and fine tune his game.
Mhm.
He can't play on the left. I'm not talking about him playing on the left. I was talking about Mohamed Ali Chu from Nice. He can play anywhere within the front three.
Mhm.
That's who I was
Yeah.
talking about when I said he can play anywhere in the front three. For the mind striker is just for somebody that can help. For if that could be a link pin in your attack. That's why I was bringing
A
up
Firmino to certain extent.
yeah, to some extent Firmino that I wouldn't even call him a Firmino. In a way, he's almost closer to a freaking Callum Wilson to an extent. If I'm
Yeah.
thinking about as somebody to compare him to right now on ability, it's close to Callum Wilson. But just that the aggressiveness in with how he attacks is why I bring it up too. Etiquette I always bite my tongue trying to pronounce this guy. Yeah.
Etiquette.
Etiquette, right? He does fit what Schlutt wants. But I want to see another season from him. That's just my personal with it, LFC side. Like I've
Mhm.
seen enough to say there's a player here, but where he is will allow him to mature further into what he can become. That will give him a more defined role into what he needs to be. If he goes to Liverpool, I don't want it to be like he goes there as this and then get turns into something else and it doesn't work out. That's what I'm
Yes.
trying to avoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before you carry on,
Yeah. So
hey, chat. Let me know before you go, Javon. Did someone raid? Let me know if someone else raided. Go on, Javon. Say what he's gonna say.
yeah. So when I said what happened to Luis Openda, I was talking about we were having a discussion on how he could potentially kick on to the next level. The previous season he had, especially in Champions League, and this last season he only had 9 goals and 5 assists. So I don't know if he had an injury this season or he just completely fell off and it was just a one season thing. But he showed all the attributes to be kick on to that next level. He had the speed, he had the speed, he had the power, he had the finishing technique. But after that Champions League that Champions League tie where they lost to City, I think, if I am not mistaken, and
Yeah, this season.
He closed out that season better than Sesko. I remember everybody wanted Sesko. Close out the season better than Sesko, but then this season he just fell
Yeah,
off.
he did fell off.
Before you go, Kaneki,
Yeah,
big up
that's
as
it.
well to Ahmed for the raid as well, man. Shout out to Bridge Nation. You lot make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel. Everyone who's joined over from the raid, run up that likes, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do those two things. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, Sarcasm City TV, and run up the likes as well. And speaking of it, because you man mentioned this and Tanea put this here earlier, Chelsea do not hold an interest in Ekatike, but I think it's Liverpool who are really there. Chelsea were never as advanced as people said. That's from a Ben Jacobs on Twitter, or Jacobs
Why?
Ben is
Yeah.
Brother, between Fab, Ben Jacobs, or Jacobs Ben, Ornstein, everybody at this one under the radar. Be a war going over there.
And for this Opinda thing, I don't want to say he is a scrub. Zefex, he fell off because of injury. Like this is literally his lowest scoring season ever. Since he left Club Brugge in 2020, this is literally his lowest goal output season on 9. He's never gone a season failing to score double-digit goals. So I'll have it. He fell off this season, but it was due to injuries, basically. I'm going to say he did play. I can't really blame injuries that much. He did play 33 games. He did play 33 games this season.
But I think it was niggling injuries.
It was poor. He was poor this season. I'll raise my hand and tell you, Opinda was poor. But I'm not going to let this poor season just let me just say
erase everything from the past. Brother.
Yeah, but Zefix, you were right. He was a scrub this season. Don't apologize for that. He was a scrub this season. Call out a player when he plays bad. I'll never ever go at somebody for going at a player when they play bad. He did play bad this season. He was playing like a scrub. But let me see if he bounces back next season.
Yeah,
because he was still a part of their player the season.
Let me ask you, because obviously we've mentioned it. Well, we've mentioned him, but we haven't mentioned in regards to it. Gyokeres, your thoughts on him? How do you think he would do at Arsenal? Arsenal linked to him heavily. Manchester United linked to him heavily. I've already mentioned
He is,
what
put it
his
like
agent
this.
said, what the Sporting Lisbon president said. But what's your thoughts on Gyokeres as a player, and how do you think he would do at Arsenal?
Gyokeres at Arsenal would literally be almost their version of Ian Wright. I'm not overstepping and hyping him up. He's that final piece that they need, but he's not exactly what they need right now. They need him as a striker, but they need to fix the supply line for him. No.
Facts.
Okay? If this was the Arsenal that went on 90 points that signed him, that's GG. That's GG. If this is Arsenal after coming off of that 90-point season that signed him, it's GG. The Arsenal right now got creativity issues. Your creativity is Saka. That's it, bro. Yeah? It's just Saka now. Odegaard is not it. You need a creative midfielder. You need two creative midfielders. Let's be honest right now. Yes.
They need a left winger. What you talking about?
Let me get on to that right now. But I'm talking about where they need things right now for Arsenal. Ethan Nowari should not be used as a catalyst to say we just need one more midfielder. No, Ethan Nowari should be a +1. You need two midfielders plus Ethan Nowari. That is what Ethan Nowari should be, a +1. Stop using the youth as an excuse not to go out and sign players. You are sickening me. I hate when Man United do it. I'm going to hate when someone else do it. Stop using youth as an excuse. You need two midfielders. Yeah? Enzo Millet, who I want at Man United, is right there. And I said it before, even though it pains me, he fits the midfield. He fits Arsenal. He fits Arsenal to a T.
Who the midfielder you talking about?
Yeah, Enzo Millet. If not him, go for Susic from Real Sociedad. Why are you going for Zubamendi? I don't know. I don't know why you're going for Zubamendi.
Them have a fetish with CMs, CDMs, and
their manager is a DM, so no, he's just signing a bunch of DMs. I don't like it. You need creativity. You need fluidity in your midfield. I am sorry. The last midfielder you've had that I've enjoyed watching was Santi Cazorla. Yes, the French midfielder from Stuttgart, Zefix. The last midfielder you had that I enjoyed watching, bro, is Santi Cazorla. You need somebody in your midfield that takes eyes off of Saka, that takes eyes off of a left winger that you need to sign. Oyarzabal is right there, people.
Hey, yo, why we give Arsenal tips, blood?
Because they need help.
No,
they need help, bro.
Them no need help.
They gonna pay us no mind, man. They gonna pay us no mind.
Yeah, but it's the intent flawless. The intent to help. No, we don't want that. We want them suffer.
I hear it.
We be not tell them.
Nah, because I genuinely wanted to hear Keneki's thoughts on how
how much years now we tell Arsenal what they need. They're not gonna learn. So make them stay.
Yeah. Is that the midfielder from Switzerland, LFC side that you're talking about? He's fantastic. I want to just make sure I'm not getting the nationality mixed up. Isn't that the guy from Switzerland? Ardan Jashiri. Listen, Arsenal need midfielder. You see that left wing position right now? It wouldn't be that looked on if that supply line to Gyokeres was there. You wanna know why? Ethan can play on the left.
Brother,
and I wouldn't have a problem with Ethan on the left.
You know what the main problem? You know what the main problem is, Arteta?
What? We all know this.
They won't listen. So
you know the reason why Arsenal have a Sesko so bad, because it's just a light-skinned, nice here Moreno. Man want a tall play up there, brother. If he could have played a DM up there and get to the whole season into it.
That's why I think Moreno wouldn't do that. And not Moreno. Sesko don't do too bad because he's a better version of Moreno.
Yeah,
he would.
It fits what Arteta wants. I say that
and LFC,
truth.
and to LFC side, what are your thoughts on Tzoulis? Because he would fit Arsenal as well. They say the Greece winger from Club Brugge as well. Christos Tzoulis. He fits them as well. He can play anywhere in the front three, elite dribbling, comfortable on 2 feet and on his 2 feet as well. And guess what? He's 7 million. Arsenal don't need anything world class on that left wing. You need somebody that can give you, as Flawless has said before, someone that can give you a guaranteed 7 out of 10 or in 15 games. If he plays 30 games, he gives you a 7 out of 10 in at least 17 of them.
Consistency.
Yeah, I think he was at Norwich.
Yeah, man,
He was at Norwich and he went to Dusseldorf certified. So yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, one baller named Vitinha were playing Italy. I think me get the name of the club.
Are you talking about the guy that plays for Sassuolo?
Yes.
Let's go rubbish, innit?
Yeah, one baller over there saying could I do a job though?
Yeah.
Well, you know what you think Sasco's rubbish looks?
Come on.
I'm asking.
Why? Why?
So that's just
Yeah,
what
so
it
why?
is.
Why you think the man? How the bomb about this? Why?
Yo.
Yeah, why do you think he's rubbish? I'm asking because we had spoke on this. Why do you think
Yeah, we
Sasco's
genuinely
rubbish?
want to know.
Yeah?
Because Arsenal want him.
This guy. Can I give you what saying about
That's
Sasco?
not the first indication for know if a striker
Bro.
is shit. If Mikel Arteta wants
Brother.
you on his team, you're shit, blood.
There's an entire Euros. There's an entire Euro that shows you when the pressure moment comes, Sesko will always throw. There's literally a Euros of him choking completely.
Yeah, that's the Arsenal mold. We're not missing nothing. Him fit right in, it's just slot right in.
But listen to me. Listen, let's not do this. Let's not do this Sesko thing. Not for all of you people that listen to tacticals about players, do yourself a favor. Actually, just watch the player. Stop listening to people that are reading their stats off of SofaScore.
Yeah, man, like Eagle and Eagle 2.0.
All right. Thank you, certified. Thank you, certified. Flawless. If you want to know about Sesko, look up his 1v1 against Portugal when he literally missed an empty net.
But why I don't like go off of tournaments, because let's say he would have lit up the tournament, I wouldn't be like,
go
yo,
flop in
man,
that
it's
league.
cold.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's
like,
a
I wouldn't go.
DPK
That's
poll
why
call.
International football is very much. I don't go.
Yeah.
I don't go off major.
Yeah.
I don't go off
Bro, there's a DPK poll call of him costing Leipzig.
No,
bro.
see,
I
if
watched
you're
these
gonna
guys,
if you're gonna be a staff that, then I can hear you. But I'm not really take tournament football, even if at the World Cup, I'm not really take it serious. Cause look what happened to James Rodriguez. I can't go through a bunch of names, bro.
That is
but
true.
in terms of longevity,
Not never
yeah,
there
I was looking at the
James Rodriguez.
all right, boss.
All right. Bro, I'm not going to listen to this. Like, there was a game. Listen, this brother is just not, he's not it. Okay? He's not it. I'm not going to listen to everything. There's literally the game against Freiburg.
You
talking about
Sesko.
I'm talking about Sesko. I'm talking about Sesko. There's a game that he played in Freiburg in March. This literal idiot missed 4 clear chances. Straight up just missed. It wasn't no fantastic save from the goalkeeper. He was just awful.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Huh?
What
What?
is it?
The size I cut, man.
That's a beer.
Yeah, I see. Oh yeah. But I'm asking what's in the cup? What's in it?
It's apple juice, man.
Ah, see, okay. I thought it was something else.
All
That's why I
right,
had
so
to ask.
no.
All right, cool.
No,
Okay,
the
I'm not-
cooler, innit?
Yeah, so I'm not going to just listen to when it comes down to this. Like, I watch this brother. Like, these mans were playing against Hoffenheim and this against Heidenheim, and this guy was struggling to. He had a goal and an assist. He got a goal and an assist the game, yes, but he's the reason they didn't win. Think about this. He scored an assist against Heidenheim, but he still cost the team from winning.
Man have a Bruno jeans.
Yeah.
It would have better off a try inside Patrick Schick.
This man was on the pitch for freaking 82 minutes against Augsburg. Not invisible.
Listen, Manchester United.
I don't want to hear the hype on this Sesko youth. None of you watch the
Don't join the
Bundesliga.
Gyokeres race. If
All
Arsenal want Gyokeres shit.
Okay, don't do this. Anybody that's trying to hype up this Sesko, I've seen him enough, bro. No.
What do you think about Gyokeres?
What do I think about Gyokeres? If your team don't have a supply line, don't sign him.
So you're saying you're saying he's as good as he's not going to create for himself, but if you have
he can't football. Gyokeres has the same first touch as Lukaku.
Damn.
Gyokeres has Lukaku's first touch. There's a game in Portugal where he had such a shit first touch. He lost the ball, but because he's faster than everybody, he ran back and caught the ball. Shit like that won't fly in the Premier League. Okay? If your supply line is bad, do not sign Gyokeres. Do not sign him.
To me, what you man need is the fire hammer.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Don't give him them ball here, bro.
You know what happening.
All right, that's just my thing for Gyokeres. I'm not going to sit here and try and shit talk anybody because I'll never be that type of person. I'll never ever be that type of person. But I'm going to speak the truth. If you struggle to create, do not sign a proven goal scorer.
Yeah, and not just any proven goal scorer overall.
Well, so some proven goal scorers you can't sign a proven gool scorer who can't create for himself is the problem. Because you have proven goal scorers who are
LFC side, stop put that brother the name in the chat, please. Let me keep my dark horses to myself, please. LFC side, all right? Because you look like you want to take away my ball as them as well. Go away, bro.
I thought that was one of them people trying to. I thought that was one of them people trying. When I seen the name, people trying to set you up. I thought it was you see how they got troops the other day on the watch along. You see that shit? Yeah, I thought it was one of them. Yeah. I thought it was one of them. You don't see it like
flawless. No, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, you don't see it. Wait, let me see if I can
No, he plays for Stuttgart. He's 6'6".
I'll see if I can find it. Give me a second. They got troops bad, but it was hilarious, yo.
Where?
I thought it was one of them.
Sit up, they confused about 5 minutes straight to that one.
Yeah, I'm watching the Euros. I'm Zefix. I'm watching the Euros. The under 21 Euros.
Yeah, when does that start off? Actually,
it's already started. I think they're playing some games right now.
You know, listen to him, man, bro. Man, I'm watching it.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, put it like this. He's a fast version of Weghorst. Yes, he's a fast version of Weghorst.
Is it weird that we did kind of Weghorst there from?
I never had an issue with him at Man United.
Bro, it was just a utility striker now. They deploy him on any.
Yep, and this and Nick, he's literally his bio clause has him at 13 mil. He's 13 million, 6'6". His first touch is great, creativity is great. He's dominant in the air. Hasn't he won? Correct me if I'm wrong, LFC. Hasn't he won like 78% of his aerial duels in the league? Isn't he in the top 10 for aerial duels won as a striker? Especially from corners. Like I'm pretty sure he's top 10 for headers won from corners in the league. So yeah, he's very, very good. But LFC side, dog, back off, bro. Let me keep my dark horse. Let me keep my...
Sorry, Kineki, JRTV, we're not talking about that. We're not going to jinx it,
No, me not talk. I went to the game. Yeah, I went to the game yesterday. I was very proud of what I saw. I went to the game yesterday. But that's it. Me not talk about it. That's me just say I'm just happy. I'm just happy with what I saw. But me not go jinx nothing, bro. Me could just see.
Left it. That's so. We just go.
All right.
I am that father that when we make it, I'll smile inside. We're not crap, no smile.
No.
We're not talking about it.
Nah, talk about nothing right now.
That is it.
But to be fair as well,
bro, we've been disappointed too much times, bro. Kineki, no. The deal.
Of course. I'm going away, LFT, but don't blame you. I'm going to blame you. No, we're not talking about Jamaica.
Look what JRTV is talking about. We're not talking
just look what I'm talking about. Just don't bring up the name.
We're not talking about it. We just go acknowledge whatever do and left it there. So we're not discussing it.
All right.
Yeah, they beat was it the British?
No worry about it. No worry about it, brother.
Don't
Yo,
worry
delete
about
that
that.
comment
Almost
there.
it.
Let's celebrate the wins.
Yo, delete this.
Look,
Delete that. See that?
Delete this.
We're not talking about that, bro.
we're not talk about it,
Come on.
JR. On the
Alright,
block,
so
you get black, JR. We
Move
just make you know that. We just not talk
Yo,
about it, bro.
oi, move on. Next
Talk about
one.
something else now.
Yeah,
Hold on,
move
one
it.
second.
Delete
We're
it.
not talking about
This
it,
is
bro.
the thing.
Yeah, we're not do that.
This is
Brother,
the
I
thing.
swear it. Oh, yeah, make us see.
Yeah, but bro, is he trying to ruin the whole thing? Wait, trying to send everyone to their flipping grave? What happened to this man? I still got shit to do, bro. What's going on? You know what I mean? This idiot. Big up Jacket Good. Man said Jacket Good, you know. Yup, America is wild here, especially in Cape
God damn it.
Horn and LA, bro.
Hey, yo.
What's Cape? Where Cape
Damn
Horn, bro?
it.
I've never heard of that. All my
Stop.
LA people, stay safe, man. All my California
Stop,
people,
bro.
stay safe.
Stop,
man.
bro. Troops,
You know what I mean?
dog. No,
Please
dog.
stay safe, man.
No, bro. No.
What you down, face?
I got
What you down,
done.
face?
What do you mean I got done?
Down, confused.
I got done. Swear down, I got done. What's... I don't understand what it means, though.
Let's read it over there, man.
It's a whisper to
What's
himself.
that? Oh my days! Oh my days! I just realized. Oh my days! Oh no! Oh my days! Let me mute the mic to tell my mom what happened. One second.
You have to cut bad one now, bro.
And your name, your name Jackie Todd or something like that.
Yeah, man. You see, I pay bad on my cousin. I pay bad on my cousin. I pay bad on my cousin. Pay bad.
Hold on. Another name. When say after time said the name?
Gay prawn.
How could my mum say, "Oh Lord"? Blood, I've never heard my mum talk that posh, blood. In 37 years, she said, "Oh Lord." Not even Ross. It was, "Oh Lord." Okay, no.
Shout out troops every time, man.
Jano star, bro. A man stay 2 times, you know.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He was like, "What's that?"
The only logical Arsenal fan out there. Unfortunately.
Shout out troops, man. Hilarious. Big up Black Diamond. Run up everyone in the shout out.
Yeah, big up Black Diamond as well, bro.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. Hope you're blessed, Black Diamond, man. Hope you're good. Run up the likes, though. Only 67 likes, man. Girls up to 90 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the notification, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Final Whistle podcast. NBA Finals tonight as well. Game 3, people. Yeah, go on. What you saying?
There's a midfielder that, look, I'm starting to understand that. I'm just looking at how this manager is trying to do it right now. It looked like probably we're going to start bypassing the midfield. So probably he just want workhorses in that midfield.
No,
that's what it looks like to me right now.
I don't need Bruno on the ball. Bypass that shit.
No.
Bro,
So,
him not gonna bypass it, him gonna still play it from the back and still do the rubbish. What?
No, what I mean by him, he's not going to try and do any build-up play from the midfield. It looks like he wants build-up play from the wing. Brother, if that's the case,
who you talk?
Amorim, man. Brother, how the heck are we? Why are we not going in for midfield? It don't make no sense.
No, me no want to hear about that, brother. Until he get fired, that's the only time I want to hear about Amorim.
All right, then
in our job, like what? We not have no flawless. You want to talk about Amorim?
No, me not talking about Amorim. No, I ain't talking about that manager right now. I'm talking about a midfielder.
I'm just mentioning about what Kaneki said about if we bypassing them. I'm all for that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because
I'm just saying I'm all for it. But that's also another reason to sack the manager.
I'm with you,
bro.
But that's not. I know that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen, bro.
It will happen eventually, but it's not going to happen as of now.
Florentino has a midfielder, and I want us to try and get him before he gets another. He has another breakout season. Yassin Adli.
Florentino he plays for, right? You said.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check him. Cool. Go on, carry on.
Real
Bro, this brother is the truth. This brother is the truth when it comes from playing from deep, from long passes, positional awareness, his touch. It's just perfect. I just loved watching. Yassin Adli. ADLI.
Okay, okay. Cool. I was just checking him out. Okay. Yeah, see, 24.
Flawless on field tilt merchant to end up on sofa score that in the pun.
On loan from AC Milan. Oh, he's at AC. He's from a loan from AC.
Yeah, he's on loan from AC Milan. No, not the. I'm not talking about Ahmed Adli. That's the guy that's from Leverkusen.
Yassine Adli.
Yeah, Amine Adli, not that brother. I'm talking about Yassine. I think that's his they're related, I believe. I know that they're related, but I don't know what. But yeah, him.
Oh,
yeah, he was at Milan certified.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
How he's playing? How he's been playing the last 2 seasons right now? I really like his profile as a player. Physical and technically, he's a perfect example of 50-50. It's 50-50. His physicality and his technicality are both fantastic, basically, as a midfielder.
He's still at Milan. He was just on loan at Fiorentina.
Yeah, he's at loan, but Milan are looking to sell him.
Be a good signing for Liverpool, eh?
He would actually, with how he plays. But the thing is, I'm not going to classify him more as a 6. He's more of an 8. He's more of an 8 though, because his ball carrying ability and his playing from deep is fantastic. It's just his defensive actions when it comes on to positional awareness. He needs to be playing beside of somebody that he knows. What's the perfect? It would be like I'd have to play beside of Souček for you to see him be defensively solid.
You need someone who's.
You're playing beside Maguire, man.
Basically, somebody that can help, that can match it with him. Lewis from Benfica. Yeah, Lewis from Benfica, dog. He's just just pure destructive, a pure destroyer, bro. Edison and Lewis are fine, but Benfica is literally going to finesse the shit out of Manchester United for Lewis. Doesn't he have like 2 years left on his contract, or is it a year? Let me check. Hold on. Because I know they'd literally fleece Manchester United.
Oh, Benfica they'd
fleece Man United, bro.
Everybody.
Yeah, you know what these Portuguese sides are like.
Benfica especially.
Yeah,
exactly. They straight up fleece, because he's 22 million, but knowing them, they're going to look at us and say, yeah, man, 70 million. All right. But he's fantastic. He's just, listen, I've watched Northside and Steve lose their heads because of this guy. Just him doing just stupidness in the midfield. I'm literally telling you right now, he's just
that's the team.
Yes, he's literally, I'm being honest with you, bro. Lewis is literally just a black Ugarte. Because Lewis's passing isn't even as it's just a tiny bit better than Ugarte. But it's still horrible. If you just have him in the midfield, as I said before, if it's just Manchester United are just going to ignore the midfield and just want a double pivot of just lone energy, Florentino Lewis and Ugarte, that's the perfect midfield double pivot. Just 2 destroyers. Win the ball and pass it to the wings. Basically like what Klopp was doing when he had Gini, Wijnaldum and Henderson. All they had to do, win the ball and give the ball to Robertson and whosoever was on the right. All right, so that's just what it is. But I don't know what this manager is going to do. I can't really say what Man United need right now. But I'm just talking about players that fit a profile.
Is get fired.
I have no idea what anybody is going to what he's doing right now. So I'm just going at profiles right now. I'm just looking at profiles right now.
You're not listening to a message.
What you say?
You're not gonna get fired. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. You can't do that. That's just shit, man.
Come on, right now, I don't
give up yet. Yeah, do like the you might like the Rasmus Highland our managers, bro. Come on. If you give up on Rasmus, you have to give up on him.
Yeah. Fam, I was talking about Kamara. Flawless here is that proof of me talking about that Senegalese midfielder Kamara when he was playing in League O. Okay? When man was talking about him and everybody was telling me about he's not that good. You know, freaking Lamine Kamara, bro. When man was out there talking about him when he was
it's crazy,
when he had Monaco.
You had just mentioned him about in the last AFCON, before the last AFCON kicked off.
Yeah. And all of a sudden now, after his performance against England, it's just, this guy's class. I was telling y'all this guy was class for the last 2 years. Yeah, man was telling you about this when this man was at Metz. But no, Kaneki, why are you watching football in the freaking league in French League 2? Why are you watching football from French League 2, Kaneki? Okay. Yeah, there's the French League 2 baller right there.
Oh yeah,
there he is.
You said this the other day, not so long, like a little while back for true.
Yep.
French League 2. Yeah, you did say it. Yeah. I remember that shit.
This is it right here. Also, that was hilarious watching you guys lose to Senegal. That was funny. That was funny.
I don't know what Tuchel's on. No, guys.
I can tell you what Tuchel is on. He's there to finish the job. Yeah.
Just like Amarim.
Exactly.
But Tuchel had genuine success. It's a crazy spot.
Yeah, but man, like I have her, just trust the process, man.
Yeah, man, trust the process, man.
Smart.
Trust the process. Did you see that midfield of him and Rice? Jesus Christ, bro.
Make it make sense.
Rice and Conor Gallagher.
I'm not even going to start. I'm not even going at Rice because I actually felt bad for him.
No.
I'm not going at Rice, bro. That was just
listen. We're not going. No. You know why we're gonna go? No, you know why we're supposed to go at Rice? Because for some reason, it's not even the 100 million. It's all him world class. Him rep 2 free kicks and all of a sudden him world class. But him can't play in our midfield by himself. And him can't play in our midfield with another shit midfielder and look better than the shit midfielder. Because he's also a shit midfielder. A good centre back.
Brother, Kamara had Declan Rice shook. The whole. Declan Rice is looking for help. When Declan Rice look and see Gallagher at one point, the brother want break out in tears. The man say want help and can't call for help because there is no help.
There is no help.
I think about it. Declan Rice is calling for help. My brother in Christ, you are the help.
Yeah, facts. You are the
all 100 million worth.
Exactly, and to Zafex, bro, the Tuchel is going to do in the World Cup the same thing, what Southgate did in the World Cup. He's going to fail.
Words just learn and do spectacular things, yeah.
But I'll give Tuchel a quarterfinal. Tuchel might make the quarterfinal of the World Cup. Might.
It's so draw.
That depends on the draw. But I'll give him a quarterfinal.
Oh, listen. Tuchel would do that. Tuchel be Pep and then laugh half time. Tuchel can do anything. And it's still a terrorism. Just that's an England problem, you know. You don't know what you want. Because guarantee you, Tuchel ball is worse than Southgate ball.
That's the craziest part.
Fam, did you not watch these men get packed by West Brom? Did you not watch Chelsea get packed by West Brom with this guy?
That was in the lockdown times, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Tuchel's football can either be you palm a team 6-0 or you get palmed 8-0. There's no in between. There's no in between with Tuchel's football. Either you're fantastic or you're the worst thing on that dang pitch from minute 0 to minute 90. You shouldn't even walk out. Just go home.
Nah, trust me. It's yeah. Well, even when I didn't watch the game, I only seen the team, and I was like, "What?"
Fam, I was laughing. Just everything. Because what made it worse was that these men scored first. Like, that was a joke. They scored first.
Who scored?
And then got fist up England.
No, I said
they won one at halftime, right?
Which player scored?
Who was it that scored? I think it was Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. Tuchel found a way to make Jude Bellingham, who was already horrible. You made him look worse. How do you make someone that's already horrible look worse?
Because him put him in a position to do good stuff and him can't do the good stuff. So hey, you can't blame Tuchel. You can't blame Tuchel for all of the little idiot baller them only love prop up and call actual footballers. Because when Tuchel rock up and say, yo, you are a midfielder playing the midfield, and then Rice and the man land in the midfield, then you realize it's the man shit, bro. It's not like you have to remember this Tuchel is not the system guy and the system bullshit. No. So Rice, him not go play this player for cover for Rice deficiencies and that player for cover for Rice. No. You 100 mil baller, go out there, midfielder, and play best midfielder in the world. Yeah, all right, go on, show us. Bellingham best, whatever he is, because I don't know what he is. In the world, yes, go ahead, show us. Mr. Real Madrid, show us. Oh, I can't wait. The downfall of Madrid is going to be brilliant, and Trent will be front and center to watch it. God almighty. Rubbish, man.
Yeah,
so
like,
beautiful.
I got Rice and Kyle Walker and I'm so what? Hey,
Kyle Walker.
LFT side that Palacios is underrated. I've spoken about him a lot on this channel, a lot. I've spoken about Palacios a lot at Leverkusen, that he's underrated and he's highly disrespected. I don't know why. No, his price tag, yeah, 50 million, but he's worth it. I don't know why no one's looking at him. As I said before, everybody loves to talk like, oh, you hear them talking about his Gyokeres. Oh, why is no one big club staying away from him? Palacios is an amazing ball-carrying midfielder. Very good at tackling, has one of the highest interception rates in the Bundesliga, and no one's looking at him. No one's looking at him.
I know you have to have hype. You have to have social media presence.
All right. And I hope Real Madrid don't sign Stiller because I want him at Man United.
Well, they
two side.
Yeah, but them don't need him, bro. Them technically Real Madrid don't really need Stiller.
What do you mean? They need him. They're not a good midfielder.
Did they not just sign a midfielder? Real Madrid.
I haven't been paying attention to the transfers and what's been going on.
I can't pronounce his name. It begins with M. They just signed him. They just signed the player though. Is he not a midfielder?
Hold up.
Let me know. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I can't pronounce it, but he's got some long name that begins with M.
Milos Gyokeres.
No.
No.
He wasn't Gyokeres. Is that still ongoing or have you not signed him?
What?
Don't worry yourself about that, man.
Yeah, this guy says this all the time. I am not worried.
Oh yeah, Franco, you're talking. Because I was wondering who you're talking about. Yeah, Franco. Yeah, they signed him.
Is he a midfielder?
Franco, yeah.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I thought so.
Florian.
That's why I said it. I was he's a 10. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's the guy from River Plate that I was talking to you about in July. Franco Mastanto. Yeah. Franco Manstanto. It was the 17-year-old that I was telling you guys about. When I was watching the Copa del Rey. No, not the Copa del Rey. When I was the Copa Libertadores, when I was watching it, I was saying that I was watching him because he's a fantastic player. Yeah, him. He started out as the right wing. I was on here talking about him. Yeah, was it a Jez?
Yeah. He ain't for now. Then if he's 17, yeah, he ain't for now.
Yeah, he's 7. I was talking to him on. Yeah, it was a Monday Q&A when I was bringing it up. And I was watching the Copa Libertadores. It was with Steve and Jez was there, and I was talking about him at River Plate. Because I was saying that I was asking Steve at the time why Newcastle doesn't try and sign him.
That makes sense. No, I hear that. Yeah, but yeah, if he's 17 and you're 10, yeah, he won for the future. I didn't even know. Like I said, I just see him midfielder, but I wasn't sure of his age. I didn't do any research or anything like that.
Where Ben Stiller come from, though? Where Stiller come from?
Stuttgart.
Yeah, Stuttgart.
No, like country.
German.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Say he's a baller, but people.
We need some German help. We need some German company for work.
Brother, you want LFC side needs to go away, dog. All right, all I want to just go away, bro. Like, leave me with my dreams, okay? Leave me with my dreams. Can't I dream of just having these good players
Clearly
at
you
Man
can,
United for
because
one?
you're there a dream, and the man them just get 10 hog and hammering back to back.
Brother, on the need your bro. Leave me alone, bro.
We never seen nothing like it yet.
Zafex, don't get me started on Milik Fofana. Don't even get me started there. All right. Now I'm just getting angry now.
That's the baller Leon.
Milik Fofana.
Yes.
Him that?
Yes.
Yeah. Leon Winger. Yeah. I only seen him in that game against us. Impressive.
Yeah, I'm not
Yep.
telling a lie, still flawless. Everybody look impressive against him.
Yeah, to an extent. I ain't gonna lie. But him
Yeah, because I was talking about him
very
and
very,
what's
very
that? What's the Moroccan? There's a Moroccan that plays there as well that I rate so much as well.
On the other side, him the dep on the other side, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to I'm looking up his name right now because it's just completely slipped my mind.
Leon Cherky did that. So what am I doing so much ball?
No worry about him. Yeah, Milik Fofana, the Belgian, and you have Mittelstadt. Oh yeah, it's not freaking Moroccan, the Georgian striker. Steve's favorite striker. Him.
About Turkey?
What do you think about Turkey? He's going to be
ruin him?
Listen, either he's going to become a Morris 2.0 or Pepper go ruin him.
Embody, no?
Yes.
He's gold.
Like a man of crazy tech. Accurate passing, good finishing, great dribbling. Come on, Pep. For the love of God. Don't ruin this one.
I think he'll be calm. Shout Crab as well, man. Big up. Hope you're blessed, Crab, man. Hope you're good.
Yeah, the Belgium that know.
Crab every time.
Zefex, big up the guys in chat. Zefex, the guy that I'm talking about is Ben Sig here. That's the Moroccan that I was talking about, who I want. I saw Liverpool was linked with him, but I have those links went dead, actually. But that's a fantastic player as well. Elise Ben Sige. 20-year-old Moroccan, 15 million. Yeah,
yes.
him.
It's definitely gonna be a continue. Sorry, should I say? I can't even say it's gonna be
flawless one. Sleep, blood.
It's gonna be. No, I got to stream after this. I ain't gonna sleep.
Got to stream after
NBA.
Oh, game 3.
No,
we have.
What?
Okay. See.
Yeah. Oh, I think OKC picked this one up. Yeah, I will do. So people that'll be coming up live and when I run it
away
on the YouTube, and yeah, it's in just the first game in Indiana. People that'll be live on the YouTube and on the playback as well. So we're gonna redirect over there. But make sure you get over to the playback if you do indeed have an NBA League Pass. People, you see it there on the screen. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's how it will look. So you'll see the game on the screen. Also see me, rest of the panelists who join, etc. So go create an account for free, sign up for absolutely free. Then you hit the follow button, hit the notification bell, playback. Just download the app on your app store or go to www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. Make sure you run up the likes on here though before we leave. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Javon's channel, the Final Whistle Podcast, people. Final Whistle Podcast, links underneath in the description. Check out the schedule on there as well. And also, don't forget, you can get this show, all the other shows on the channel on all audio platforms, people. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. So if you're on Spotify, follow us 5 stars. That's Sarcasm City TV, where you get all the shows audio only, people, as well. But we are indeed going to close out. Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Of course, the schedule isn't as set because of news. That's why you didn't get the United City show yesterday with the Verts news. That's why you got a Q&A. Obviously, Lex was on there, as well as Veta was on there, Javon was on there, Sheik, etc., as well. Big up Sham, big up all the regulars, big up all the members, all the new people, all the mods, everyone who's in the chat, man. Whether you watch, whether you were watching and you weren't in the chat, or you're watching it back after, man, just please continue to support in the manner in which you have. And one more thing, go subscribe to the Clips channel as well, people. Sarcasm City TV Clips. We're like 9 short of 200 subscribers. So go over to the Clips channel. Shout out to Prime doing work there. This show, all the other shows on the channel, you see get clipped up at various moments, funniest moments, best moments, etc. New clip every other day uploaded on to the channel. So that's indeed, we are going to close out and go live in about 5 minutes, people. This has been the Premier League podcast, Yardman edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. See you lot for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Indiana Pacers, NBA Finals, Game 3 watch along. Big up, big up.